So let's talk about Alibaba. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions, and today Alibaba is up a little bit over 5% on the day. I'm up a little bit over 2,100 on the day, 2,100 on the open, and this is because as of yesterday, I bought quite a bit of Alibaba as it began to show signs of a potential reversal. We've talked about this before. We talked about it in our Sunday Stock Talk. This thing can easily still pull back, and this is why I want to emphasize, if you don't know how much I normally trade with, you might not exactly understand that 170 shares in Alibaba is really just a smaller position size for me. I plan to be in with about 300 to potentially 400 shares in Alibaba once it begins to indicate signs of an overall uptrend. And the thing that I'm really trying to avoid is, although we're doing absolutely amazing today, and I'm super grateful and super thankful for its performance, it's not going to surprise me if it begins to pull back. And the reason that I'm saying this is, and please correct me if you think, if you found something, I can't find any specific news on why it's so aggressively pushing up. And this is something that I've been looking for all morning. There's certain news that, a lot of analysts viewed Alibaba to be oversold, but not necessarily any fundamental reason on things getting better. I read a lot of articles about, Alibaba being a gamble right now. And because of that, although I view Alibaba to be a good deal and I don't mind holding for a long period of time, I also need to make sure, again, taking into consideration my position size. I don't want to be so heavily invested that if it begins to pull back that I can't tolerate that. And that's all I'm here to share with you is, as of right now, things on the fundamental side are still very uneasy. In the technical side, we just broke above the EMA line. Everything looks great. I hope that it only continues to push up and show signs of an uptrend, but I would not be surprised if we begin to pull back. So instead of hyping something up as I'm up on it, I want to remind you and reassure you to, be ready if it does begin to pull back, as it did gain back quite a bit today, as well as if it does end up pulling back, that just means that I plan on buying more for, again, my overall swing trade on this. So I'm super excited for how it's played out so far today. Although I'm up $2,000 on Alibaba overall on the day, I'm only up $1,300, and that has to do with the overall performance of the overall market. As of right now, the overall market is showing a lot of signs of consolidation. I think it's just still reacting to the overall idea of the stimulus check, and then talking about that $2,000 stimulus check that they're supposed to pass through Senate or vote on it. So overall, I'm super excited for how Baba is performing as of right now, as that's one of my major players right now, but I can't be sold on the idea that it has to continue to uptrend. And what I want to show you is on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, not just on Tesla and how much it's consolidating, but on Alibaba and how much it's showing signs of an overall uptrend, but also how overbought it is. If it continues to get rejected by 235 or 236, I'm going to most likely sell about 20 or 30 of my shares just to anticipate a little bit of a pullback. If it does begin to pull back, then that means that I'm only going to, buy more. And if you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group during the live trading session, you know exactly how it is that I'm buying. I'm not buying 50 shares at a time. I'm not buying 100 shares at a time. All I'm really focused on right now is just think about it and use this example for any stock that you see potential in. I'm not going into Alibaba in such an aggressive way anymore. And the reason why is because of its performance on Friday. That should be a true example to remind you and empower you to be patient, to watch that position size, and to understand that you don't have to approach this in a super aggressive way when something is just getting started and the potential of, it showing signs of a reversal. So I'm watching my position size. I'm taking it easy. I'm up still a great dollar amount. But if it begins to pull back, then I can add at 5 or 10 shares at a time and be able to tolerate that movement. So if it continues to sell off, then again, I don't aggressively add to my position size and then feel uneasy. And that's, I think, one of the biggest mistakes that I've made, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have made as well, is when something sells off and you were already invested, you buy the dip very aggressively and it continues to sell off, and then it kind of like runs you through an emotional roller coaster. And that's what I want to make sure that I can, avoid, and hopefully all of you guys can avoid, just to make sure that we don't make that same mistake again. So as of right now, it looks like it's performing really good. It looks like we're just about to make new highs on the day. And overall, I just broke $1,500 profit on the day. So I'm, again, super thankful, super grateful. I'm very excited to follow up with Alibaba, but I wanted to touch base both on the fundamental side and as well as on the technical side. Technical side looks great. It looks like a lot of analysts viewed it to be oversold. On the fundamental side, not a lot has changed according to what I have read. If you have found an article, please, all I ask you to do is share it down in the comment section that you think that can better guide or inform our audience. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. Friendly reminder, we did just drop on the third link down below, new mouse pads. A lot of you guys have been asking for these new mouse pads. So the 1 million mouse pad, the Golden Ben, and the Wall Street license plate mouse pad is now available. It's the third link down below. And I can almost reassure you that this one will completely sell out by the end of today. So also don't forget to join our free Facebook group. We have over 295,000 members, and that's that first link down below. If you guys haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I upload new videos every single day, and we'd love to have you as a part of the family. Like always, team, continue working hard, continue following dreams, let your passion be what drives your success, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy.